When we think about the biggest mysteries in science, our minds usually jump to black holes or distant galaxies, right? But what if I told you that some of the most profound, head scratching questions are hiding right here in plain sight, on our hands, in our own minds, and in the world right outside our window? So let's dive into some of the incredible enigmas of our everyday world that science, well, still can't quite explain.
It sounds like the start of a really weird joke, doesn't it? But the answer is actually pretty simple. They're both home to these fundamental puzzles that still have researchers stumped. And we're going to start with the one you can look at right this second. That's right. Just look down at your own fingertips. We use them for literally everything, from unlocking our phones to, catching bad guys in detective shows. But the most basic question of all is still on the table. Why do we even have them in the first place? Now, here's the truly wild part. Your fingerprints aren't genetic. They're not something you get from your parents. In fact, even identical twins have totally different prints. They're actually sculpted by the random pressures of the amniotic fluid in the womb. It's like a personal history etched onto your skin before you were even born. But for what reason? Well, that brings us to the two main theories that are duking it out. The first one is pretty intuitive. They act like the treads on a tire, giving us a better grip on things. Makes sense. But the other idea is that they actually enhance our sense of touch, acting like tiny amplifiers that help us feel fine textures and vibrations. Both theories are really compelling, but guess what? Neither one has been proven 100%. The real purpose of this fundamental human feature is still, amazingly, up for debate. Okay, so let's move from a physical mystery to one that's all in our heads, though, as you'll see, it has very real physical effects. We're talking about the incredible, almost magical power of belief, something you've probably heard of, the placebo effect. The placebo effect is so real and so powerful that it's actually the bedrock of modern medical testing. It's this wild idea that your simple expectation of getting better can, all by itself, cause real, measurable physical improvements. Your mind believes, and your body just follows right along. In fact, to get approved, every single new drug has to prove it works better than a simple sugar pill. It's amazing. In a study, one group gets the real deal, and the other gets a fake pill. And without fail, a good chunk of the people who got the fake pill will report feeling better. The mind is so powerful that the real drug has to outperform the power of pure belief just to be considered effective. The placebo literally sets the bar for what healing looks like. And this is the core of the mystery. We know it works, we rely on it, but we don't fully understand how. How does the simple act of believing you're going to get better actually kickstart a physical healing process in your own body? What's the mechanism? Right now, our best guess is that when you expect something good to happen, like a pill making you feel better, your brain releases its own natural painkillers, chemicals like endorphins. Basically, your body gets ready to feel better and starts the process on its own. It's a great theory, but the exact wiring, the precise neural pathways that let the brain pull those levers, that's still pretty much a black box. All right, let's zoom out now, from the human body to the entire planet. Because animals are out there performing these mind-boggling feats of navigation every single year, and we're only just starting to figure out how they pull it off. I mean, the why is pretty straightforward. It's all about survival. They're looking for food, a place to mate, or just better weather. But the how is absolutely astonishing. A monarch butterfly can travel thousands of miles to a specific grove of trees it has never been to before. Meanwhile, most of us get lost trying to find a new restaurant with a GPS. So what's their secret? The leading theory sounds like something straight out of a superhero movie. It's a kind of sixth sense called magnetoreception. It's this incredible ability that some animals, like sea turtles and pigeons, seem to have that lets them actually feel the Earth's magnetic field. They're essentially using a built-in biological compass to guide their way. How cool is that? But you know how science works. A big answer like that just opens up a whole new set of even deeper questions. How many other animals have this sense? How on earth is it so precise? And it really makes you wonder, what other incredible senses are out there in the animal kingdom that are completely beyond our ability to perceive? Speaking of things beyond our perception, let's go to our next mystery. We're going to plunge deep beneath the waves into a part of our own planet that is, believe it or not, less explored than the surface of the moon. We are talking about the ocean's twilight zone. And no, not the TV show, but this vast, murky region between 200 and 1,000 meters deep.
Down there, it's too dark for plants to grow, but it's not quite the pitch black of the abyss. It is Earth's single largest and probably its most mysterious habitat. And the reasons we know so little about it are pretty clear. The conditions are just brutal. You've got crushing pressures that would implode most submarines. You have near total darkness. And it costs a fortune to build and send the specialized robots you need to even take a peek.
But the sheer scale of what might be down there is just mind-boggling. Get this. Some scientists speculate that there may be more fish by sheer weight in the twilight zone than in all the other oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers on Earth combined. We are just floating above this massive hidden world, absolutely teeming with life we know almost nothing about.
Okay, for our final mystery, we're coming back up to the surface. We're going to look up at the sky for a weather phenomenon that is as bizarre as it is rare: ball lightning.
For hundreds of years, people have reported seeing these glowing spheres of light that just appear during thunderstorms. But the accounts are wildly all over the place. Their size, how long they last, their color, their behavior, it follows no rules. Some reports say it drifts calmly right through a closed window. Others say it vanishes with a huge bang. It's completely and utterly unpredictable. So what is it? Some kind of plasma? A chemical reaction in the air? The honest-to-goodness answer is, we just don't know. The phenomenon is so rare and so fleeting that trying to study it in a lab is almost impossible. All scientists have to go on are centuries of these strange, sometimes contradictory stories from people who were lucky or unlucky enough to see it. And what this all shows us, I think, is that from the familiar patterns on our very own hands to strange lights in a stormy sky, our world is just brimming with these fundamental questions we haven't answered yet. These were just a few of the enigmas that are hiding in plain sight all around us. Which really leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? Science isn't some finished textbook with all the answers filled in. It's a live, ongoing investigation. And the best part is the search itself. And with so many incredible mysteries hiding right under our noses, you have to wonder, what's the next great aha moment going to be? What everyday enigma is just waiting to be solved?